Hey everyone, Ben from four-wheel drive here. Really quick video on how to pair your controller to your four-wheel drive. Today I'm using a Gen 2 system, but this is very similar to the Gen 1 system as well. So what we need to do is put our controller into pairing mode. So with the controller turned on, we use the cruise control trigger on the top here and we press and hold it down. And then the power button on the side, we simply tap it once. That will take us into the menu options and we can release the cruise control trigger. Now that we're in the menu, you can see that there is a little yellow arrow pointing to the first option. On most controllers, pairing will be number 1, and then there'll be a list of other options. But on some of the older controllers, you can see that pairing is in number 4. So to scroll the arrow down to number 4, we simply tap the power button 3 times, and the arrow now displays pairing onto number 4. So to select an option that the arrow is pointing at, we press and hold the power button, and now we're in the pairing mode because it says pairing ... So we can rest this aside and just leave it there while we connect our battery. Now it's very important, while this controller is in pairing mode, it will connect to the next four-wheel drive that gets turned on. So if you're with some buddies down at the beach and you're all got your four-wheel drives there and you need to repair, make sure you mention to everyone that you're going to be repairing and that while your controller's in pair mode, you're the very next person to plug a four-wheel drive in. So we're in pair, we take our battery, we plug it in, and you can see on the screen there that it went back to the menu options straight away. So that tells us that the pair was successful, and we can use the cruise control trigger once more to exit out of the menu. And now you can see we're back to the main screen where we've got signal bars in the top left-hand corner here. We've got telemetry, and our four-wheel drive is now connected to our controller. If you've put your controller into the pairing mode and you've connected your battery to your four-wheel drive, but the controller still says pairing, it's been unsuccessful. There could be a few reasons for this. Using a 2.4 gigahertz signal between these two things, that's the same as Wi-Fi, or some connection things like Bluetooth with your phone. So if you're having troubles getting it to connect, you can always try again, obviously, but also move some other devices away or try it in a different area. And it could also be that you're still holding the cruise control down, or you're holding the throttle down, or something like that. So it's also worth checking that the screen says 0% throttle before you try and go into the pairing process. If it has any other value on the screen other than 0 or the lock function, you have some other issues with the trigger calibrations and you need to go watch that video. So make sure you've got 0 on the screen, make sure you're away from your Wi-Fi router or lots of other phones or lots of other four-wheel drives when you're doing the pairing process if you're having troubles. So that's a very simple process of connecting your four-wheel drive controller to your four-wheel drive. You shouldn't have to do this process very often as the controllers come pre-paired from factory. But if you've received a new controller for some reason or a new box for some reason, you do need to teach them to talk to each other. It's worth noting that you can only connect one controller to one box at a time. So there's the pairing process.